Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our first look at the brand new Paint My Photo website. As you'll see, this is going to look rather different. It's been necessary to make these changes to ensure the future of PMP. We're now hosted on our own servers, and we've spent quite some time before migration time to actually get this site up and running. In fact, this site that you're looking at now, where I'm producing this video from, this is before the migration, so if you're seeing this after we've made changes, it will look a bit different, but the basics will be pretty much the same. Once you've created your account and you've logged yourself in, you'll come into a screen similar to this. You'll see yourself up there. In this case, I've created a standard user account for myself called Roy Test. And there you'll see various things. I'm not going to worry you too much about those at the moment. We've tried to emulate as much as possible the functions and features, plus lots of new ones that we had on the traditional site. Now, the first thing you'll see is this gallery image here. This shows you the latest gallery image, and it's at the moment just showing you everything that comes in from various people, etc. If you first of all click on the All button, and there you'll see something that's a major change to the way the site works. One of the main complaints, and I would totally agree, is that with the original Paint My Photo website, all of the photos could only go into one gallery, which obviously meant that you had reference images. You also had members' artwork in one place. At the moment now, if you look, you'll see that you've got tabs. You've got reference, artwork, and items you like. So let's first of all look for a reference photograph. So by clicking on the reference tab, well, a lot of the photos that were there on the gallery anyway were reference photos, but you'll see that the images come in and it shows you reference against the image. If we now go back and we change it to artwork, click on the tab for artwork, you can see now different people's artwork and the word artwork above. If I go back to the reference images and say choose a photo that I like, that one there of the marbles, click on the image. This is where you can view the image and see who's uploaded it. This one's been uploaded by Ruth. Ruth is the lady who's actually been working on and building the site for us. Very talented lady. Be sure to thank her in passing when you're back on the site. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see there's a little green thumb with the like against it. As you'd expect, click like. If we now come back to the images, so if we go up here to the images menu item, and now if I click on items that I like, you'll see there's the latest image that I clicked like on. So that's a great way of collecting together things that you're going to use for reference images. So now I've come back to the main images page with it all selected. And if you look up here, you're thinking, oh, how am I going to remember how to do all these things? Although it's still majorly in development at this stage, because remember this is basically the beta site that we're looking at here at the moment. You click on user guides, there's a library option. This may change in the future, but the basic documentation idea won't change. And in here you'll see things that tell basically articles that tell you how to do things. I will also try and create as many videos as possible, because some people like to read and see how to do things. Some people like to watch videos and get it shown to them. So for example, if I click on here on adding photos, how to upload a photo to a gallery. At the moment there's, oh, beg your pardon, there's not it's not all in there yet, but it will be at the time when you come to look at it. Okay, so for the moment I'll just go back to the home page, pretend you've just logged in, and we want to actually add an image or a gallery of images to our own profile, which will then say I've got some reference photos that I want other people to be able to paint from. So you click on your own name there, it'll be your name, and then you come onto this page here, and some of this will be familiar, some of it will be, you know, things are in different places a little bit. Obviously the site's going to look considerably different. It's built on a completely different software. Just a quick mention about that, because it's now built on software that, if you like, we own, rather than it being a solution that's provided for us. There are developers working on it. It's an open source program, but also we do have to pay for the site. We do have to pay for the work that the developers are doing. So many thanks to those of you who are making regular donations to the site. This is what has enabled this to happen. So although it's going to be disruptive in one sense, moving to a new site, it's the people that have actually paid a donation money in, and people who do a regular subscription, even if it's only $1 a month, that has meant it is possible for us as volunteers to actually make this new site. It would not have been possible otherwise. It simply would not. Okay, that was my little advert there, if you like. So here on my page, I'm going to click on Gallery. And you'll see I've got a couple of galleries there already. Let's click on the plus sign here to add a new gallery of images, or I could add an image to an existing gallery, but we'll do a new one. What shall I call this one? Oh yes, ice skating, because I've got some ice skating photos. So that's the gallery title. Now what are they? Well, we could do, I think we can click this at this point. I'm learning some of this myself because it's newly coded. These are reference photos. We'll add them to our timeline. Select the images to upload. Usual type of thing. Let me just go to, I can't remember where I put them now. I think I put them in Dropbox. Some demo images. Here we are. And these are the ice skating images that I'm taking from my computer. Click open. And there we are, you see them uploaded. I'll pause the video for the moment. And you'll see once they've uploaded, they've gone green. So now I just click on create gallery. And there we are. Now, obviously at the moment, they've got, it'd be hard for people to find because they're not tagged. Although it has got the title ice skating, which would be searchable. So I'm going to now, you can hear from here, you could either delete the images or you can update it and add more details to make it easier for people to find. So title for the image, ice skating spin might be good. So I'll give that the title, and it was from a trip to Disney on Ice. Incidentally, it was quite interesting because they did allow photos. My son took these photos. Now, this is a reference photo. This is new. This is something that will make it a lot easier as time goes on. One of the things that, as I say, was a complaint, which is fair enough. If it's just a reference photo, we don't need to choose some of these other options. If it was a painting, an image of artwork, then you would put in there the link to the reference photo. I'll do a video about that at another time. So there we are. I've now made the changes to that. Click Save Changes. And we come back to our image here. The other thing that obviously we've often spoken about is tags and adding tags so that pictures can be found. So we scroll down and here is where we can add in our tags. Skating, ice, skating, what else? Dance, because people who are interested in dance might well find that an interesting picture to paint. Couple, anything that you think might allow people to find the photo better. There may be some standard tags that are set up, not sure yet, we'll see how that goes. That's gone in, so that makes it a little bit more searchable for people that are looking for that type of photo. Well, that's just a very quick overview so that when you first come onto the new site, you'll be able to see, by following this video, you'll be able to see how to get your images on there, how to edit your images. Obviously there's going to be a lot of frustration, we understand that, but also there wasn't a choice. We did have to do something to make sure that PMP would continue to be the great site that it is long into the future, supported by volunteers, and really I think of huge benefit to artists and enjoyable for photographers as well. Our photographers, who we love our photographers, and we wouldn't have a site without you, we know that. and we'll do everything we can to make it a great site for photographers and for artists as well. Thanks for watching this first introduction video.